When I turned 25, I packed my bags and moved to the other side of the world. And let's just say it came with a lot of culture shock. I mean, Australia has some really weird ass snacks and flavors. And I've always wondered if the British snacks are much different. I mean, I feel like Australia is an extension of England in so many ways. I mean, But first, it's time for a cuppa, as the Aussies say. But isn't that a British thing too? Of course I'm gonna have some English breakfast tea, because not only is it one of my favorites, it's just very fitting. And any excuse to use my new little teapot that I thrifted is a good excuse for me. Alright, let's get into it. But first we're gonna start with something that's not really a snack, it's more of a meal, I'm pretty sure. Baked beans. So apparently they started selling these English recipe baked beans over in the US, and one of my friends back home tried them and was like, it's a complete game changer. This tastes so different from like our normal US baked beans, and Boston loves their baked beans, okay? So I really just wanted to try them. So I've honestly had this sitting in the cupboard for ages, waiting to do this video. I don't know, it's so weird for me. Like, eating baked beans for me is like one of our like poor foods growing up was baked beans, and so my dad would make like a big pot of baked beans with hot dogs, and that's like what this makes me think of. And so I'm just like, I don't see the big deal. So I was looking up a recipe to make sure that I made it properly, and they said that like beans on toast is like a meal fit for the queen. So we eating in luxury today. Okay, so toast is done. They say use 1/3 of this can to put on the toast. And then I made a fried egg too, because we're getting protein in, baby. I'm really worried. I just feel like the beans are gonna make the toast like mushy, so it just does not seem appetizing to me. But I will say, I am friggin' starving right now, so I cannot wait to eat this. So let's dig into it. Alright, so my camera died right as I was taking the bite with the egg yolk, but you guys, this is so good. It is so good. I could go with a whole other serving. It's so good. I only made like one because I thought I was gonna hate it, but they're onto something here. Okay, they're onto something here. I know. It's so good. I go camping a lot, and I see that this is a meal that a lot of people do while camping. And I've always just been like, ugh. But it's just so quick and easy. Like, I get it now. I get it. I was being ignorant, okay? I get it. You know, when people say ignorance is a choice, I was choosing. Should not have worn white. I have licked my plate clean. It's a yes from me. All right, it has been a few hours later. I've had time to digest my beans on toast, and now it's time to dig into some sweets. I don't even know what the name of this is. I took a picture of whatever it was called on my phone, but it's like lost in my phone. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna try this first, mainly because it looks like chalk. Like, I don't know what it is. Ugh, it smells like chalk. It looks like chalk. Oh my, I was just letting you smell it. Granted, my nose is slightly blocked today because of my allergies. It reminds me of, what were those things? Oh, Fun Dips. It reminds me of the powder of the Fun Dip just before it was all ground up. And that's kind of what it tastes like. Are you supposed to... Ugh. Ugh. It's not that bad. It's just straight sugar. Who eats these? It's so sweet, and it's just like, it's like someone just compacted sugar. It's literally like the Fun Dip things that you dip it in. If someone took that and like packed it together into a stick, that's what this tastes like. But Fun Dips taste better. This tastes like very sweet, but like has like a faint flavor of something, and it just crumbles in your mouth. Like, do you suck on them? I would not buy this again. I would not eat this again. I can't remember what this is called. If you know what these are called, let me know in the comments because I'm not a fan. What's next? Some chocolate. So we got 2 chocolate bars and then we have like a gummy kind of thing, I think. So I'm saving that for last because like I'm like such a big gummy girl. I love gummy bears. I love jelly beans. I love that. So this one reminds me of like a Reese's peanut butter. Obviously, like the coloring on the label. And it's made from Nestle. So I feel like I might like this, but it's toffee crisp. So let's see. Are those like Rice Krispie? Oh, it's like Rice Krispie inside. Toffee, caramel, cream in there. It reminds me of like a Twix with like a Milky Way. It's like a crunchy, bubbly rice bubble thing with like Milky Way Twix vibes. Like Twix is more like caramel taste. Like I feel like it's a richer taste. But this is more like a subtle taste. You know, like the Milky Ways has more like a subtle compared to like a Twix, the caramel part. So this is just like, it's giving Milky Way. It's giving Milky Way had a baby with a Rice Krispie treat. Not bad. I would eat this again. I would still prefer a Twix, but not bad. So when I bought these, the lady behind the register, she was like an older British woman. And she was like, oh, you gotta try the one with the raisins in it. It's my favorite after work snack. I eat it on the ride home every day. And she was really trying to sell me on it. But I was like, I'll just go with the original, but we'll see. Maybe I'll have to go back and get the one with the raisins. I like raisins, but it's not something like I go to snack on when I'm like trying to like have a chocolate bar. You know what I mean? Oh, this is interesting. They're like little like, you know, Kit Kats or Hershey blocks. Is this just chocolate? Yeah. It's just chocolate. It's alright. I wish it had like something crunchy inside. I didn't realize how much that makes a difference in like a chocolate bar. Some crunch. That's a lot of chocolate. Last but not least, the jelly tots. I am so here for these. Well, I've never tried them. I don't know what they taste like. These are the things I've been most excited to try. Okay, it smells fruity. They're giving Sour Patch Kids. I'm so excited right now. Like, I'm sorry. Are these my new favorite thing ever? I hope the flavors are good. I hope they're good. Oh my God, they have to be good. They're really good. Oh, and they actually like taste like different flavors. You know, like some of these things, like every color just tastes the same. And it's not soury. This stuff isn't sour, it's actually sweet. Ooh, you know what? It's giving those little sour watermelons. But even them I feel like are more sour than this. I do not mind me a jelly tot. Tots. Love them lots like. Huh? What? Love them lots like jelly tots. Know your serving. 7 sweets equals 1 serving. We've had a few. So these are definitely my favorite. The chocolates were good, but nothing like crazy. And this chalk thing was my least favorite. I gotta say though, the baked beans, maybe that's my favorite. The baked beans and these jelly tots were like my favorite things that I would like eat regularly. This thing is absolute trash. I bought these at the section of this store called Sweet As in Parkmore, Keysborough Shopping Center. And they just have like a little like British section, and I just grabbed a few things that like caught my eye. If you are British, are these things like in regular rotation? All the things I tried, like I know the beans on toast is like in regular rotation for a lot of people, but these other things, the Yorkie bar, the toffee crisp, the chalk stick, like do people actually eat these? Because I know there's times I go into like stores, like there's an American section as well, and there's stuff there that I'm like, we actually don't eat that. Like that's not like a thing that Americans eat regularly, like cheese in a can. Like I don't know many people who would have that in their house. And And it's like, I think I've only had it like once or twice in my life. It's like a novelty thing that people stock in stores overseas because they're like, ooh, cheese in a can, like Americans. Like, but it's not really like something that's a normal thing. I don't know if that makes sense. I am sure that there's Americans out there that like live and breathe canned cheese. I'm just not one of them. I already want to try some other things. I might even grab some Australian stuff that I haven't tried since I moved here. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Have you guys tried any of these things? Did you move to another country or try something from another country and it just like was revolting or delicious? I would love to know in the comments. Let me know. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing and I hope to see you tuning in to another video soon. Bye!